Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition video. Today, guys, we're going to be showing you 5 texture packs that are actually better than the Faithful texture pack. So, if you're a fan of the Faithful texture pack and you're thinking there's nothing better than it, well, get ready because we're about to show you 5 options besides the Faithful texture pack that are possibly even better. So, with that being said, let's get started. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you watched the video this far, comment down below what is your favorite texture pack. But with that being said, let's get started. So guys, starting off the list in no particular order is Better Vanilla. Now, this is probably the texture pack that changes the least compared to the others. However, it is still really good and I'm going to show you why. Okay guys, now so this texture pack, like we said earlier, it's not the most craziest in terms of changes. It doesn't change too much compared to normal Minecraft. However, it does change some of the key blocks, which is what makes it so good. As you can see here, guys, we're just going through some of the key blocks, and you can see the notable changes through some of these key blocks. If you look at the places like the chest, the crafting table, of course the ore blocks. Here we go with the TNT in that, and the dispensers, and that you can see that they clearly look different, especially the TNT. It's kind of brown. Over here you can look at the blocks too. You can see some of them not too crazy changes, but there are notable differences if you look closely. And then some things of course haven't changed at all. Now here we got the items, guys. Now the items have actually been changed, but very subtle. They're overall just improvements of the normal Minecraft weapons. Basically, that's exactly what the whole texture pack is. It's improvements on the current vanilla texture pack. Over there, you can see the Totem of Undying. There's a spyglass and all that. Some crystals. There's the axes and jazz. Obviously, the ender pearls, the enchanted stuff, and then obviously also the armor. As you guys can see, nothing too crazy. Once again though, this is just an upgraded version of the vanilla standard Minecraft texture pack. So it's kind of what you're used to, but just better. Alright guys, number 2 on the list for today is the Ralph's default texture pack. Now, the thing with this texture pack is, unlike something like Faithful, which normally just improves standard Minecraft as well as the previous texture pack we just did, this one is not afraid to actually change up some things as well. Most notably, if you look at stuff like the grass, instantly you guys can see that it looks different, as well as the weapons and jazz. You can see that it's clearly different from what vanilla Minecraft looks like, as well as Faithful Nat. So they're not really just trying to improve normal stuff, but they're also trying to make some changes. So it's got its own type of feel. They've kind of gone for like a clean feel as well. So if you look at the spyglass and jazz, you can see the trees have also been changed to an extent. There's the birch trees with obviously the golden leaves now. Obviously, if you look at the UI as well, you guys can see that stuff in your hotbar has changed. Obviously, the hearts are now like a type of a wither type of color, kind of netherite colored hearts. So guys, yeah, as well as you can see, if you look at the blocks, you can clearly see that the textures are different. So they're not trying to, just be vanilla Minecraft or trying to be Faithful. They're trying to do their own thing, and you have to rate that. It does look really cool. Obviously, if you look at the animals, as you could see in the background, they have also been changed. So this texture pack changes more than the previous one, but it still does a solid good job of defining its own identity. It looks pretty cool. As you can see with the glass and that, things have changed. The weapons as well, clearly very different compared to vanilla Minecraft. So it's just overall something different. It's a little more changed up than a normal something like Faithful or the vanilla the previous texture pack we did. However, it is still a solid option. And if you were looking for something a little different and a little cleaner, then Ralph's default is definitely a good option to go for. It's a bit darker also, nearly got a kind of a medieval vibe. Obviously not medieval fully, but it's kind of got that tone. It's a bit darker, not as colorful as others, but it's still really good. And if you're trying to do something like a fantasy let's play, or maybe a medieval roleplay or something, this one would be a pretty good bet. Alright guys, next on the list we have Kingdom of Wallace Bedrock Resource Pack. Now this one, guys, when you get it, just keep in mind that not every block is going to be changed in this one, because in this texture pack, their main focus over more than quantity is to make quality. So basically what I'm meaning there is that they're trying to make blocks more realistic, but of course not every block is going to be changed, but the ones that are changed, definitely look a lot more realistic and they're really cool. If we were to just zoom in on the stuff like the trees or such, you will clearly see that the leaves and such look very different. Obviously, they look much more realistic. You can see the leaves and stuff, so that is pretty cool. Obviously, the bark as well has changed, but even things such as blocks like the woods and that, you can see that they actually look really realistic. As well as the planks, they kind of look something similar to what you would expect in real life if you were chopping a tree or looking at a wooden floor. The same goes for the stones and that, as well as the oars. As you guys can see, they just kind of look a little bit more realistic. Glass as well, guys, if you can take a look, you can obviously see that it looks more realistic as well. It looks different compared to vanilla Minecraft. Obviously the chest, there we got the enchant table, bookshelf, the furnace and all that, the crafting table, they all made to look more realistic. Obviously though, not all blocks are different. For instance, look at TNT, it looks pretty much the same. But if you look at something like the jack-o'-lanterns over there on the left, you can clearly see that they're different and look a lot more like how a Halloween pumpkin would be in real life. So kind of a mixture. As you can see that there's lava and water, obviously changed up, as well as the grass below your feet. It looks different. But once again, guys, not everything is going to be changed. The weapons, of course, also changed. Swords more so than others, but still solid enough. And there you go, guys, can see that the clock as well and the totem of Undying and stuff have also been changed. And the egg, of course, guys, my favorite part. The egg looks like an egg. As for the armor, guys, it also looks pretty standard, but something you will notice is that if you look at the elytra, it actually looks like feathered wings. So it actually looks like something like from a crow or maybe an eagle or something. So much more realistic as far as wings go. And then if you can just see here, guys, the trees, the bark and all that, so the grass and all that. So basically, don't expect every block to be different with this one, but for the ones that are changed, expect a much more realistic Minecraft feel, and that is why I love this one so much. And guys, for the next on our list is Death by Jocks or Death by Bijoux. Now, this one is one we've actually done on the channel before, but there's for a reason for that. It's just because it's so good. Now, if we go into this one, guys, the reason why we say it's better, if not similar to Faithful, is because of the detail in the blocks. So obviously, once again with this one, it's not exactly vanilla Minecraft. It's a lot more changed. It's going in its own direction. However, that does not mean it's bad. Just like one of the ones we did before, sometimes being a little different can actually help a lot. This one's definitely going for more of a clean vibe. If you look at the weapons, they all look very darn clean, as well as the textures. They look pretty cool. It also kind of gives like a little bit of a medieval vibe to it if you look at the leaves, the bark, as well as the blocks. So they're clearly more detailed, and that's why we say it's close to Faithful, because Faithful generally has very detailed blocks, and if you look at this texture pack, the blocks are also very detailed, as you guys can see. You can see the wood planks and stuff over there, as well as the stones and jazz. Obviously though, guys, the ores are also being changed. As you guys can see, they look more realistic and at least detailed, and the blocks look different. As you guys can see, glass also kind of looks like it has 4 window panes, which is quite cool. The chest, enchanting table, bookshelves, furnaces, they've all been changed up as well, as you guys can see. As well as the TNT, the brown TNT returns as well as the redstone that has been changed up. And if you turn yourself to the jack-o'-lanterns, they are looking very spooky. They have a different vibe and I really dig it. Probably my favorite jack-o'-lanterns so far, quite spooky. Probably more traditional Minecraft compared to the previous texture pack we just did, where that one was more realistic. This one's probably more traditional Minecraft style, but it's more spooky. Obviously, there's lava in the water and the cool glass with the 4 panes. And then, of course, guys, heavily changed are the weapons. To me, they look a lot more cleaner, but of course, that could be up for debate. I actually really like the weapons in this texture pack. They're really cool. They give off a medieval vibe to me, and for that, I dig it. As well as the stuff like the Totem of Undying, you can see is different, as well as the buckets and jazz, the turtle helmet and such all look different. And then, guys, obviously if you go to the armor, this is probably the most developed armor in all the texture packs so far. As you can see, they look very different. Another cool thing though about this texture pack is they keep the realistic look and style to the wings. You can actually see feathers, which is quite cool. The grass as well as the trees, guys, though, just keep in mind they look different. Anyways, that's basically Death by Jocks, Death by Bijoux, or whatever you want to call it. And guys, for the final texture pack on our list today is the MultiPixel Texture Pack. Now this one, out of all the ones we've done, is probably the most Faithful-like texture pack. The reason we say that is because this one keeps to the heart of what Faithful was meant to do and basically follows suit. What I mean by that is it keeps the very detailed blocks. It keeps the more detailed weapons. Like, as you guys can see, they're not too different from what you normally see in Minecraft. However, they're just more higher definition. You know, they got better designs. They're more just better quality, more detailed. They're just more clean compared to the normal Minecraft textures. Very similar to Faithful. Obviously, if you look at the blocks, the grass, the leaves, everything, very detailed. Basically, not too different from the standard Minecraft look and textures. However, they are just upped. You know, they have better resolution, they look cooler, they got better pixels, or pixel designs, and they just look cool. You know, it's just Minecraft. You know, it's nothing too spooky, nothing too different, but it's just Minecraft upped in quality, and it looks really good. It's very clean, and I love it because it's basically Faithful. You know, it does the same job, and I love it for that. Everything is basically still Minecraft, but it looks better. As you guys can clearly see, the furnaces, the enchant tables, they all look the same, but they got better quality, so they keep into what makes Minecraft Minecraft. They're not straying too far away from it. However, they did up everything, so it does look better. I mean, even if you look at the jack-o'-lanterns and that, whereas other textures have fiddled with them, this one basically just upped what Minecraft already had. And obviously, if you look at the glass and the lava and the water, it's very clean. As for the weapons, you know, not the most heavily changed, but they are different enough to be noticed, and they're very clean, so I quite like them. They'd be good for something if you wanted to make a let's play or something, and you wanted a clean texture pack over your world. This is something I'd recommend. As well as the armor, guys. If you just look at the armor, tell me that does not look like the Faithful armor. It just looks so clean, it looks so good, such good quality, and you just have to applaud the creators of this texture pack. It's basically Faithful, if not better. It's up to for debate, but it's a very solid looking texture pack. And of course, trees. Anyways, guys, that was basically 5 Faithful-like texture packs. Comment down below which was your favorite out of the list, as well as make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with all your friends. We appreciate all the support on our videos, so thank you all for that. And once again, the download links will be in the description below for all of these texture packs if any of them tickle your fancy. But that's basically it from us. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everybody.